Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we are talking about a new DeFi project, but I am back. I've been on a little hiatus from the crypto DeFi world for the last couple months in the bear market, but it's not without good reason. I've been kind of building a business here, IRL, brick and mortar company, and we just opened. So now I have a little bit more free time to jump back into the crypto side of things. And with the way that the market is going, I just seen BNB was up to like 330 yesterday, which is pretty crazy if you're anything like me. And you didn't panic sale when the market was going crazy and going super red, and you've kind of held on to some things and even potentially doubled down. You are probably looking all right as far as your portfolio goes right now. I know for me, during the bear market, I've just been accumulating on my own. So lots of Bitcoin, lots of like our typical blue chip coins as well. So, you know, Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, AVAX went on a little tear. Solana went on a tear, which is kind of crazy to see. But let me know in the comments before we jump into this video. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think the new kind of meta is. Is it even in DeFi? Is it in something completely new? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section of this video. But let's go ahead and jump into Monstro's degens. So I've talked a little bit to these guys that are kind of running this protocol. I think this is the same team that bought OPT and kind of like took it over from DeFi Dude when all that stuff was going on. So the team is kind of known in the space, but basically what this is essentially an ROI DApp that they are claiming has a zero loss guarantee. And we'll talk about that here in a second. And my thoughts specifically about that. But essentially, just like any ROI DApp, right? You deposit BNB into this. It's going to pay you back BNB 2% per day. You can also increase that by getting some of these NFTs here. I myself have just put in a half BNB just to kind of see how it goes. Again, we're not fully in a bull market, so I'm not going to be dumping a ton of capital into any of these kind of like degen projects. And furthermore, let me fill you in on some life advice, right? If you're watching these videos, be it my videos or any other YouTuber's videos that talks about investing and, well, I don't even know if I would classify this as investing, but anything to do with money, and you're just blindly following those people, you've got bigger issues, right? If you can't watch a piece of content and be able to make a decision for yourself, if this is something that you want to do, if it's, I mean, at the end of the day, it's your money if you want to risk it. If you can't make those decisions on your own, then you're never going to be successful in crypto or otherwise, right? At the end of the day, we all know that everybody, all these YouTubers talk about, oh, well, you know, this is high risk, high reward, blah, blah, blah. I mean, at this point, we should all know that. I mean, that makes sense to me, right? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about this. So like I said, at minimum 2% per day. They have a referral system set up as well. You could get like up to 20% on the referral side of things, which is crazy. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember, I think when I was leaving, or like when I was really into DeFi last, a lot of people shied away from referrals. So let me know what you guys think about those. And it's interesting to see a project now offering such massive, like 20% referral bonus. Obviously, this is based on 4,000 BNB put in, but still, maybe that's just an incentive, and I highly doubt that they have anybody here because, well, they can't because the contract only has like, I think 400 BNB last time I checked. But the way that they are running this, right? So if we go over to, let's see here, get out of this. So going through their white paper here. So like I said, 2 to 6% daily payouts based on like those extra NFTs that give you more bonuses. 5 to 20% referrals, again, dictated based on the amount of BNB that you or your referrals put in to the contract. And then active and passive phases. Well, really what drove me to even make this video or to agree to make this video is this no lose guarantee or no loss guarantee. So we all know how the typical ROI dApps go. They die, right? They die pretty quickly, and this is their kind of way around that to make sure that people don't lose, right? And I say that with like some criticism there, right? So it says when demand subsides and insufficient new funds flow into degens, this is that contract, to sustain daily payouts, the protocol will halt new deposits and reinvestment, and instead it will transition all users who haven't reached their full profit cap into phase 2, right? So your full profit cap here, you can see I've put in half BNB. My full profit is 0.75 BNB, so 150%, right? If this contract goes to zero before I've pulled out 0.75 BNB, then I will essentially be able to move in or roll into phase 2. In phase 2, what that looks like is every investor will have the opportunity to claim a special edition farms NFT, right? So this is how they're keeping track of it. If you haven't ROI'd at that 150%, then you're going to be sent a NFT representing the remaining owed value in USDC and their fair total units calculated from all deposits and reinvestments into the farm's working capital. Subsequently, they will begin receiving weekly airdrop USDC payouts of real yields, just like other farm NFT holders. So another component to like this Monstros universe, right, is their farms. So they are actively yield farming on with a wallet here. I have it pulled up here on DBank. They are about almost 10% up, but $152,000 in that, and it kind of shows you what they're yield farming with, and I have some input on that and some thoughts, opinions, some critiques, if you will. But essentially, they are taking any money deposited into the degens protocol, and this is the way that it's split up, right? So degens, 20% goes to referrals and marketing, and then 50% goes into the degens contract, which people could then claim from, and then the other 30%, the remaining 30%, goes into the farm's working capital, and that is the money that they're using here to generate a revenue, and that's how that works. But when I look here at what they are kind of yield farming with, so obviously we know that they got about $152,000 that they're working with here, and you can kind of see what they're holding on to in terms of tokens. Got some AVAX, got some CAL, got some BNB, they got some just straight up USDC, kind of sat on the sidelines. They got some Ethereum. But when I look at this here over on SparkSwap, they got almost 50 grand here in one pool, which is concerning for me. Oh, okay. So they got, I mean, there's two different pools, right? So they have the Spark pool, they got $3,300 in, but they have like a large chunk of that money in this SparkSwap pool. And when I was doing a lot of yield farming in the past, something that became very prevalent was impermanent loss, right? So when you have a large portion of your portfolio allocated into a pool with the potential of high impermanent loss, right, it become kind of sketchy, right? So if it was me and I was running this as like a lead yield farmer for degens, what I would probably do, and this is just my constructive criticism or how I would look at this, is I would take a percentage of this $150,000 and I would allocate that to like very low risk yield farming, right? So, and typically that's going to be like your stable coin yield farms and things like that you're not subjected to impermanent loss on. Now, obviously those returns are going to be dramatically less than something more risky like this, right? But I think that it's fair to say that it's important to take your overall portfolio and allocate it to different risk categories, right? So you have your low, your medium, and your high risk categories. And as you get towards the high, the less money you want to put in those, right? And that's just been my experience of what works well when we're talking about yield farming. But, you know, maybe they have it all figured out. Maybe they got some alpha insider information. But that's just my input on the whole yield farming side of what they are doing. So coming back to here, actually, let's go back here. So deposits, so your minimum return is 150%, right? And that is represented here, right? Your remaining profit. Your maximum return is 300%, right? So if I put in that half BNB and I'm able to pull out 300% of that, then I'm going to stop earning unless I reinvest, right? You can go ahead and claim your daily payouts. Again, that is at 2% plus any booster NFTs that you have. And you can go ahead and purchase those NFTs if you would like to. So claim or reinvest. So you unlimited claims as often as you'd like. You want to reinvest, we support that, an easy way to do that as well. The best part, no claim tax on all reinvestments. And you receive a multiplier bonus on the reinvested amount, which can increase the max return from 150% up to 300%. All claims are subjected to a 5% tax. But if you're just reinvesting, then you don't have to worry about that, right? So we have these reinvest multipliers as well. And then like I was talking about, they do have this pretty insane referral bonus set up. So all referrals pay out BNB rewards instantly whenever a deposit or reinvestment is made. Entice referrals by splitting rewards 0 to 100% automatically with your downline, right? So obviously, I'm going to leave my referral link down below. And the way that we used to do this, right? The way that we used to do this last bull market was people that are in the premium group, they got entered into giveaways. So I'm going to continue to do that. So if you're interested in earning free money, and especially because there's not that many people in the Murdoch DeFi premium group right now. But that's how we started doing things last bull market. That's how we're going to continue to do things this time. So a percentage of the referral rewards is going to be given away to the premium group members. I'll leave a link down below if you want to check out some of the benefits of being in that premium group. So that being said, let me know what you guys think about Monstro's degens. I think it's kind of an interesting take on the whole ROI DApp thing. They seem to be very transparent. Like you can find all their rewards here, or sorry, not the rewards, but their wallets here. And I like that they're transparent with what they're yield farming and how much they're making, right? I think that that's a very important thing. This is not something that you have to worry about people promising that they have bots in the background that are trading and blah, 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 right? At the end of the day, though, we know how ROI dApps work, and they will go to zero, regardless of what you think. It will happen. That's one thing that you can count on for sure. And you just have to trust that they're really going to take care of you and make sure that you're not losing any money with their zero loss guarantee. So there is some trust that goes into this as well. But other than that, let me know what you guys think about Monstro's degens down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will catch you on the next one, and hopefully there'll be plenty more coming soon. I definitely want to try to find kind of like the next meta in the crypto DeFi landscape and bring you guys along for the journey. So if that sounds cool to you, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. And like I said, we will catch you on the next one.